You don't mind that I still call you kiddo, do you? Doesn't bother you? Okay, I don't know. Well, I mean, you're not really a kid anymore. And you are. You are to me. And you'll always be my child. But if you... Anyway, I was just curious. How was your day? How was your day? Yeah, what was the best part of your day? Well, you gotta look in your eye, and I feel like you got something on your mind. You got something on your mind? You know, you can tell me anything, right? Anything. Well, I'm reminded, I remember a conversation I had with my dad, and my mom, both of my parents, and I remember them telling me that, Jeremiah, no matter what you ever do, no matter what you say, your mother and I will always love you no matter what, and you will always have a place to stay. But most importantly, we will love you no matter what, okay? And now that doesn't mean I always will like everything that you do or say, and I may have feelings, and look, Lord knows that, my parents did not approve of everything that your uncle, my brother, and I did. Climbing Mont Blanc in blue jeans, for example. Let's just say that when my parents found out that we had done it and done it successfully, it scared them. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. They were worried. Hence, the next year, my dad enrolled my brother and I in the Rocky Mountain School of Training out in Boulder, and so then that's where we met Nigel, our guide, and we had that, we learned how to be competent in the mountains. But anyway, what's going on? It's okay. Look at me. Look at me. Take a nice deep breath. Okay, take a nice deep breath. Yeah, it's okay. Whatever you have to say, I'm not gonna love you any less. I promise. I promise. That's okay, honey. That's okay. No, I'm not mad. No. You coming out? Oh, honey. Honey. Of course I still love you. Of course we still love you. Honey. Honey, look at me. Your mother and I, we just want you to be happy in life. We just want you to find love and connection and happiness. And we don't care if it's with a boy or a girl or somebody non-binary. We really, we don't care, honey. We love you so much. We love you so much. All your mother and I want is for you to be happy and healthy. I'm sure you have a friend or two who, when they came out to their parents, it didn't go well. And I feel so sorry for, for your friends that have that experience. And, honey, come here. Come here, give Dad a hug. You want to give me a hug? Can I give you a hug? Can I give you a hug? Because I love you so much. Okay, come here. Come here, honey. Come here. Yeah. Oh, it's so okay. You have no idea. And in fact, can I be honest with you? Yeah, your mother and I, we always kind of suspected. Yeah. Yeah. We don't care, honey. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. You just get to be you, okay? And frankly, it's so funny that people get so hung up on this. Who you are romantically attracted to is one of the least interesting things about you. It's just like that part of you is just, of course, look, be attracted to whoever you want to be attracted to. But what I personally love about you is how kind you are, how thoughtful you are, how caring you are, how smart you are, how beautiful you are, how generous you are. You're so hardworking. But I think the thing that I love about you the most is how much you care about other people. I mean, your friends love you. I mean, you know that, right? How often do you have your friends over here? They're over here all the time, right? Your friends are over here all the time. And your mom and I love it. We wouldn't have it any other way. We think that your friends are really cool. And you gotta remember too, I don't know, I mean, I was like a theater kid, right? Yeah, and it was funny, because I always had, I grew up with my feet in two very different worlds. I was a varsity ice hockey player, right? And then I got relegated to JV my second year. True story. I made varsity my freshman year and then got relegated my sophomore year. I don't often say that. That's kind of like hush hush, but I of course like to brag that I was on varsity, because I was. Sounds cooler than JV. But anyway, so I did that. And then I was also into theater and dance and poetry, and I was like I was a big theater nerd, and hanging out and doing that and hanging out with those kids, and they're just very different groups of humans. And I loved them both. They're just different. But I had friends, and my point is, I had lots of friends who were, and this is in, Beaver Creek, Ohio, in the 90s. And let me tell you, I had a friend, Ryan. He was the first openly gay person that I knew. And I met him, God, how old was I? 14? 15? 14. Somewhere around then. And he was, flamboyant, and he was funny, and he had a beautiful singing voice. He was a tenor. He had this beautiful, beautiful singing voice. The favorite musical I ever did in high school was The Pirates of Penzance. Gilbert and Sullivan, and he played the lead, and just beautiful, beautiful voice. And then I remember a little later, another one of my friends, she came out in high school, and it was just such a different world back then. People were way more homophobic. I mean, it was wild. And this is during, right when the height of the AIDS crisis, and gay men in particular were dying by the thousands. It was terrifying. It was plays and musicals were made about it. There was a famous one we went and saw, a bunch of us, called Quilt. Just all of us, just sobbing in tears at the end of it, because for us, we just wanted to love. We just want love and acceptance and kindness, and it just still, back then it blew our minds how many people were so narrow-minded, and they were so set in their ways and their, I guess you could call it an ideology, I don't know. It was just, the amount of homophobia was just baffling to me. And believe me when I tell you, the world now is mind-bendingly less homophobic than when I was a kid. Okay, and I'm not saying it's perfect, and I'm so sorry that some of your friends either don't feel they can come out, or they tried and had a negative reaction. But I want you to know, and I want your friends to know as well, that this house, we love everybody, okay? I do not care who you are attracted to. That does not define you as a person. Your actions do. Your words do. Your behavior, that defines you. That's the things I care about. And yeah, of course I just want you to be happy. But it's funny, sex and romance are, they're such a separate part of who you are. And it's not that it's not important, okay? It is. It's we fight biology. A massive part of our brains is focused on reproduction, okay? And so it gets way more attention than it maybe should. But your romantic preferences, cool, like, honey, I love you. I'm proud of you. I know that took a lot of courage, and I'm so glad that you... Oh, Lucy. Heavy sigh and a big stretch. I'm so glad that you trusted me, because I know it took a lot of trust. And I want you to know that you always have that, okay? I want you to know you can trust me with your life, okay? And can I let you know a little secret? I trust you with mine, okay? I trust you with mine, and I hope you trust me with yours, because we're family. And it's a weird, hard world out there. And family sticks together. Family is very, very important to me and your mother. And, I think for most people. And, thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for your openness and your courage and ability to share and be vulnerable with me. I know it's not easy. I remember it was funny too. Your uncle made a really, really good friend in college, and he would spend a lot of time hanging out with him, and it turned out he was gay. And I remember, I remember us being unsure about telling my dad. And it was like my brother had told me and Mom that his friend was gay, and we had like a talk about, should we tell Dad or not tell Dad. It was really interesting, because when we did, my dad's response was awesome. He was like, "Oh, great." And we were all like, "Wait, what?" And he was just like, "Oh, yeah, that's great. No, of course I still think he's awesome. Yeah, we love him. He's a great guy." And he had such a non-reaction to something that we had, built up. And it's like, oh, what's gonna happen, And again, different time. It was a very different time in the world. It was the 90s. And, I hope that you've felt hopefully even more supported and even more listened to, heard, and loved and supported. Yeah. I love you. I love you, kiddo. Okay, don't ever forget that. Don't ever, ever doubt that. Ever, never, ever, ever, never, ever doubt that. I will love you until my last breath. I promise you that. I will never not love you. Okay? Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Okay? Alright, can I get another hug? Come here. Come here. We love you. We love you so much. Always and forever. Always and forever. Okay? Okay. Thank you for being so vulnerable with me, honey. Get some sleep. Tomorrow's a new day, a bright day. It's going to be a beautiful day. And hopefully this might take a little bit of some of that weight off your shoulders. Okay? And yes, all your friends are always welcome to come over here and hang out. This is a safe house. Yeah, this is a safe house, okay? Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna let you get some see you in the morning, okay? Okay, you want Lucy to stay?